I washed this car late yesterday. I didn't get a chance to run the foam pad on it. Um, it's another kind of treatment that a lot of the cars get that come in at dealerships that they wash the car, rinse the car off, and then they spray the chemical on it. The chemical acts like an actual liquid form of wax that sits on the car for maybe about a month, 6 weeks or whatever to help protect it from permanent water spots. I stopped using the type of chemicals that they got here for that. I stopped using that about 2 years ago. And it's a preference thing. So what I rather do, I rather take some glazed wax with my foam pad using the DA, and I just rather buff my wax in because I found when I do this only on dark cars, uh, when I do this on dark cars, it lasts longer. The protection for the exterior paint lasts longer. Lasts a lot longer than the stuff they give us to use automatically. And it actually ties into my time because if I didn't buff, if I didn't take the time to uh, buff this glaze into this here, the other treatment they got will probably knock off over an hour in time. So if I was doing this here to save time and make quick money, and if it wasn't about what's the word I want to use the proper word, um, integrity. If it wasn't about the actual overall result, best results for a dark color car, and if I had less integrity, then I would just use what they got because that's what they want us to use. But I'd rather use what I know is going to protect this car a lot longer than a damn month. And it's been proven because I've been doing it for over 2 years using the same stuff. And when the car comes back, even if it got dust on it, it's almost like ceramic. I could take the pressure washer, rinse the dust off the car, and the beads are bead up just like I just did it. Versus the other stuff don't last that long. So I'd rather use this. Here's another kicker too. The company don't pay for this. I actually bought this off the line from a chemical company that we use. So I actually using something that I actually bought for my own side job, personal cars, on all the dark cars that belong to the dealership that I do. What happened was the chemical place that the dealership uses, they stopped carrying this particular brand. I don't know why. It's, my opinion is, it seems like every time something is working real good, it gets taken off the market. And I'm just saying that because of my personal experience in the last 40 years with product that I'd have used that actually worked. Somewhere down the line, it gets discontinued. So they stopped carrying this particular product. So I got the phone number of the jug that it was in, and that's how I was able to order this for myself. Since this hood is so gigantic in width and length, I started sideways using the foam pad, the finishing pad to buff the glaze in this way. Now I could turn around this way and I could buff coming straight back. I do the same thing when I get on the other side. That way I ain't got to try to lean all the way over because I can't reach it, which would have me standing on my ladder to reach it. So if I come around like I did and come at this angle, I can go back with the fork till I get right here on both sides, then I turn around and I ain't got to reach all the way over there because I already got it. I can just stay flat-footed, which is also good for safety purposes. Because when you lean it over like this here, it's easy to lose your balance. There's been times I've lost my balance. So this is the best way to keep your balance and to be safe while performing this exterior buff on a hood this long and this wide. Even if I'm doing a cut and buff on any vehicle, it don't matter if it's dark or not. If it's this wide this way and long this way, I would do the same thing. Now, I'm not sure, but it look like I might see a scratch or so. I'm gonna switch. I do see a small scratch. I'm gonna switch pads, keep recording. Well, I'm gonna switch to a cutting pad with some cutting cream and remove that scratch off the hood. I'm looking to see if I see any other noticeable scratches, but I don't. It's very seldom that you get a dark colored car coming to any dealership, regardless if it's brand new and just came off the delivery truck, not have some form of issue. It's almost impossible. Between being put on the delivery truck, and it depends on how far they have to bring it to whatever location you're working at, it's gonna be something wrong. And it's always gonna show more on a dark color car than it would on a lighter complexion car or a lighter color car. That scratch out. I'm gonna come around this way, and I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna reach over this way and make it easier. I'm gonna put some more action on this. This way, and I pull it straight back. kind of dry, it has absorbed enough chemicals to where I can cut back on how much I use. I can go further. Chemical treatment. Here, and do this one. Then I'm gonna hit the thunder. I'm probably gonna do maybe another 5 more minutes of going over the exterior with the glaze. And then I'm gonna stop it and I'll show you how it look when I get through. I always felt it was important to hit these pillars right here because they black. A lot of times after you pull the tape off and you watch them, they get a little dull. So I always hit it with some glaze or something to bring the shine back out. Okay, I'll do the quick demonstration of what I'm talking about. That was kind of like a before shot that I showed earlier. Now it has a higher gloss to it. And I'm gonna hit this area, then I'm gonna go on the other side and do the same thing, and then I'm gonna stop and I'll show you how it turned out once I get through. I also like doing the mirrors too. We're gonna, since this here is dark black, just like the pillars right there, and if it got a little dull, I'm gonna hit those too. With the glass on both sides. The last 5 years I've been working here. I done buffed out so many of these SUVs, I can't even remember how many. I wouldn't even try to guess how many I've done. And out of the 5 years, I would say maybe 3 years, I've been using the same method I'm using right now. I'm gonna get that back door, pull my stitch cord a little bit. Now, each one of these cars pay a detailer a certain amount of money to get done. Huh? And the quicker you get done with one of these cars, go to the next car. And if you get paid per car like I do, the more cars you do, the more money you make. And that's how the flat rate is shot up, even for mechanics, technicians, and detailers. That's how flat rate works. The more work you do, the more money you make. With me, I like money. I like money just like the next person. But if this car takes 4 hours, and I feel like if I have to spend 2 hours, mainly because I decided, because it was dark, to go to the car with some glaze instead of using the spray-on wax they got that you spray on the car after you wash it. If I decide to use this method instead, it might take me an hour and a half, 2 hours added to the time because the car is dark and I'm going over the whole car with the foam, with the DA foam pad, with something called finishing pad, because they have foam cutting pad, foam finishing pad. This is a foam finishing pad. Some people call it a polishing pad. So polishing and finish is basically the same kind of pad, and this is a finishing cream. Depends on how long it could take me to go over one of these cars and complete it. I would say within 2 hours to do this whole car. So within 2 hours it takes me to do this car paid me 4 hours. I'm still good hours to the 2 hours to the good, and I'm confident at the quality of work that I gave on this car, especially with it being dark, versus using some stuff that I don't feel like it's giving the car the best results for protecting the exterior paint. So instead of doing that just to make the quick dollar, I'd rather spend a little bit more time using something that I know is going to work, even if I have to pay for it for myself. Because the supplier don't supply that to the dealership anymore. So I use my own money. And all my cars look the way I want them to look. And that means more to me than how much money I can make. Because I'm still making a living. I'm making just as much money as the other guys. It's just taking me a little bit longer because I'm doing a little bit more. Okay, I'm gonna stop in a minute, not right now. The best feeling in the world to me is to do one of these cars according to the way I want to do them, and say, even though I might not make the time somebody else made because they decided to do it a different kind of way, to see the result, find the result that makes me feel good. When this car go out on the lot and it come back, and I happen to be the person that did the work on it, and I get a chance to get it ready for the new owner, to see it still looking good after I did the work on it a month or 2 months later, that makes me feel good. So gratification from doing the job right, or giving the best ability, giving the best of my ability, and being able to do it when it get ready to go to a new home, to a new owner, is also self-gratification for me. Thank you.